In the shadows of political power, a silent war rages. It's a battle for billions, a clash of titans, and the fate of millions hangs in the balance. This isn't just about money. It's about control. It's about who truly holds the reins of power in America. What happens when federal aid becomes a weapon? Former President Donald Trump and California Governor Gavin Newsom are locked in a high-stakes struggle. The prize: critical federal aid. This isn't a typical political spat. It's a deeply personal and ideologically charged conflict that could reshape the political landscape for years to come. The implications extend far beyond California's borders. The tension began simmering months ago. California, a state often at the forefront of national challenges, faced unprecedented crises. Wildfires ravaged communities, turning vast landscapes into ash. Historic droughts threatened agriculture, impacting the nation's food supply. Economic shifts left countless families vulnerable, struggling to make ends meet. Newsom appealed for federal assistance, arguing it was a national responsibility to support a state facing such immense challenges. He highlighted California's significant contribution to the national economy, framing the request as a partnership, not a handout. But Trump saw an opportunity. He viewed California as a liberal stronghold, a symbol of policies he vehemently opposed. He believed Newsom's progressive governance was mismanaging the state, leading to its own problems. Trump hinted at withholding aid, suggesting California needed to clean up its act before federal resources would flow freely. This wasn't just about disaster relief. It was a calculated political statement, a direct challenge to the state's leadership and its ideological direction. Was this a legitimate concern for fiscal responsibility, or a strategic move to punish political opponents? Trump's strategy is clear. He aims to rally his base, energizing supporters who feel alienated by progressive policies. He wants to paint California as a symbol of liberal overreach, a cautionary tale of what happens when states embrace policies he deems radical. He uses the aid debate to highlight what he perceives as fiscal irresponsibility, linking California's crises to its political choices. His supporters cheer, seeing him standing firm against what they call woke policies and demanding accountability. For them, it's about principle. Newsom, however, isn't backing down. He frames Trump's actions as punitive, a dangerous politicization of humanitarian aid. He argues that denying aid harms ordinary citizens, regardless of their political affiliation, and undermines the very concept of federal support in times of crisis. Newsom emphasizes the humanitarian aspect of the crises, portraying himself as a fierce defender of his state and its people. He stands against the political weaponization of federal resources, arguing that such tactics set a dangerous precedent for the nation. He asks, should disaster relief ever be conditional on political alignment? The implications are staggering. If federal aid is significantly reduced or delayed, California faces immense challenges. Recovery efforts from devastating wildfires could stall, leaving communities in ruins for years. Essential services from healthcare to education might face severe cuts. The state's economy, already grappling with various pressures, could suffer a major blow, impacting jobs and livelihoods across the country. This isn't abstract. It affects real families, real businesses, and impacts real lives. The ripple effect could be felt nationwide. This conflict is more than a policy dispute. It's a proxy war, reflecting the deep partisan divide that grips America. Both men are keenly aware of their future political ambitions. Trump, a potential presidential candidate, uses this battle to solidify his image as a strong leader willing to challenge the establishment. Newsom, a rising star in the Democratic Party, leverages the conflict to showcase his leadership and resilience in the face of adversity. Every move is calculated. Every statement is scrutinized. The stakes are incredibly high for their personal political trajectories. The media is ablaze with commentary. Pundits dissect every word, analyzing the political chess moves and predicting the fallout. Social media is a battleground, with hashtags and viral clips fueling the debate. Citizens on both sides voice their outrage, their support, and their fears. Some demand immediate federal intervention, citing moral obligations. Others staunchly support Trump's tough stance, believing California should bear the consequences of its own governance. The debate is fierce. It's emotional. It's polarizing. It highlights the fundamental disagreements about the role of government and the nature of federalism. What does this mean for the future of America? Will federal aid become a permanent political bargaining chip, used to reward allies and punish opponents? Will states be increasingly vulnerable to political pressure based on their ideological leanings? The outcome of this showdown will set a powerful precedent, defining the delicate relationship between federal and state governments for generations. It will determine the true cost of political division and whether humanitarian needs can truly transcend partisan lines. The battle continues, and its resolution will echo across the nation.